vaccinated. I don't know who let me into medical school.
Why am I working on a weekend?
Hi, I'm Teddy and welcome to my corner of the internet. I'm currently in my final year of medical school at the University of Nottingham. I don't know who let me into medical school. I've only got a few months left of medical school, but the timings are a little bit funny because obviously Miss Rona is disrupting everyone's lives. So I don't really know when exactly exams and stuff are happening, but I do know that I have a couple of weeks left of this rotation, which I'm currently on is surgery. And then I've got one more rotation in critical illness and then I'm done, which is insane. I've been wanting to make my first YouTube video for a while now, probably literally years, so here it is. Good morning guys, so today is Monday and the first thing I've got on today is I'm getting my first vaccine. I'm really excited. I feel like I've been waiting forever and the hospital have been vaccinating the elderly, the staff, and we technically count as staff, so we've finally been given our invitation. Now the problem is, the place that I've been allocated to go to get my vaccine is a 2-hour journey away because I don't have a car, so I'm gonna have to take multiple buses to try and get there. So we're going on a little bit of an adventure today, so it's probably a good thing that I'm filming today. After making my breakfast, which is just coffee and some toast with peanut butter, I spent some time in the morning planning and basically watching YouTube videos to chill out. Still pretty dark outside, as you can see. But I'm just waiting on the bus, well, the first of many buses, so that I can actually go get my vaccine done. All done, vaccinated. I can feel the immune cells already doing their thing. Now I'm late for teaching, but I don't think I'm going to make it on time because I've got to get the bus back and that took an hour. I'll probably just go to the next teaching afterwards. I've still got vascular teaching at 11, but I'm really hungry right now, so I'm gonna go get some food first. I very speedily made my way to teaching and was eating my lunch whilst we were having vascular teaching, but the teaching fellow didn't mind too much. So a few hours post-vaccine, my arm feels fine. I'm actually holding up my phone with the same arm I got my jab in, so it's not particularly painful. The next thing I had on was suturing teaching, and that was only on for about an hour and it was really fun. So I've just come back from placement and I'm really tired. Like, it almost feels unreasonably tired. Now, I don't know if that's because of the vaccine, because one of the side effects they said would be fatigue, or It's just because I woke up really early this morning. I don't know which it is, but I think because of that, I'm gonna take a quick nap before I get on with any work.
I think the fatigue from the vaccine is definitely hitting me now, because even though I've slept for probably about 5 hours or so, I still feel really tired and I'm probably gonna go back to bed. But it's okay. Tomorrow I have a free day and it's going to be a bit of a self-care / study day, so that should be exciting.
It is day 1 post-vaccine and I actually think I feel okay. I feel much better than I did yesterday. Don't feel nearly as tired. And well, I had some extra paracetamol just in case, because my arm does still hurt a little bit, but it feels more like, you know, when someone punches you in the arm, that's what it feels like. I ended up sleeping for probably like 15 hours or so, like just straight. And I think maybe that was enough time for my immune system to get to work, because now I feel fine. I feel absolutely fine. Just got my lunch, which I was supposed to have yesterday, but I forgot it. So we're having it today. I think as well, I want to go for a walk today. It's not like fantastic outside, but I can't remember the last time I went for just like a regular walk out in nature.
Lunch was super easy. It was just a mix of beans, some avocado, some spinach, and some couscous. It's actually currently raining and I wasn't expecting it to rain at all, but it's nice to get outside.
Saw her at the terminal with a sign close and personal. To see your face light up.
Really enjoyed going on that walk, but now my glasses are all a little bit messy because it rained while I was out, but I feel a lot better for it and I'm going to try and get some work done this afternoon. So the work I ended up doing was just a little bit of past med questions and then mostly working on my PSA.
Thunder, wake up at the right time, looking at my light. I don't say you just fine, on and on, we gotta keep it up. We gotta keep it up.
Finally done with the studying that I wanted to get done today. It's a little bit late, but I just had a sudden burst of motivation, so I just carried on. But I think I'm just gonna call it a day for now. Tomorrow I have one teaching session and then probably just gonna do more studying tomorrow again. This morning I decided to make some porridge with some coffee. This is pretty much what I have every single day. I'm really unadventurous with my breakfast, but it tastes good and I like it.
Good morning guys, this is day 2 post-vaccine and I feel fine, like absolutely fine. My arm doesn't hurt anymore, I don't feel under the weather anymore. My throat still hurts a little bit, but barely. But overall I feel fine now. It's much better than when I had the flu vaccine. That time I was out for like 2 days straight, so this is much better. Today all I've got on is I've got one teaching session at 10 a.m. So I'm just gonna have breakfast and maybe do a couple of past med questions before I go.
I once again made my way to teaching. We had another vascular teaching session and it was just as useful as the first and I learned a lot.
So I've come back from vascular teaching and it was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. The teaching fellow was really clear. He gave lots of different explanations as to why you would use certain investigations versus other investigations. We also had to go at practicing taking histories off each other. It was really good. It was about 2 hours and I've just come home ready to have lunch, which is the same lunch as yesterday, just in a different format. The spinach is at the bottom, everything else is on the top. There's nothing that exciting about it. Oh, I did add some salad dressing. I don't know why, I was just feeling it. And I got some tea. So I'm just gonna have these and relax a little bit. And then, well, I've still got to study, I've still got PSA practice to do, and I've still got past medicine questions left to do today. So I'm gonna get those done. But as soon as that's done, I'll probably start to wind down and relax for the day. So I'm finally finished with all of my PSA notes from the past paper that I did last week. I got so much stuff wrong, but I learned a lot from that past paper. So I've just kind of been going through all the stuff that I'd learned and how to better utilize the actual BNF for trying to do the answers rather than trying to do it from memory. Because the PSA isn't really a memory exam, it's how well do you know how to use the BNF in order to prescribe safely. So that's what I've been doing today. I did a couple of things for my past med questions that I do every day. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna stop there, really. It's not quite dinner time yet, but I've basically finished most of the work that I wanted to do today. So I'm probably just gonna relax for the rest of the day and probably play some video games. I've got my Switch here, so I'm probably gonna play on that for a little bit and then just have dinner and relax a little bit. Tomorrow I have a whole day to study, so I'll probably get some more substantial studying done at that time. We also got an update from the medical school yesterday via email about our exams. I finally know when my exams are, because since the announcement of the national lockdown back in January, we didn't know if our exams would go ahead because initially we were going to have like patients and stuff like that, and so the medical school had to like basically have like lots of meetings and they finally gotten back to us. So our exams are still going ahead. There's slight differences to it. So for example, at OSCEs there's not going to be any real patients, everything will be simulation or done via telephone. Our knowledge exams are the same, and they've kind of switched up the dates a little bit to give us more time with the studying, because due to Miss Rona last year, my entire year we couldn't take our 4th year exams, so we're having to do our 4th year exams alongside our 5th year exams, which, yes, it's as horrible as it sounds, but hopefully we'll get through it. These are unprecedented times, as they say. I still finish my exams at the same time, so April 1st is my last exam ever in med school, which is insane, but that's also terrifying because that's only about 2 months away, which is scary. Oh, I also found out yesterday, and then it was confirmed today, that I'm going to be on telly on Saturday, which is really exciting. I basically auditioned for a game show and I got it, and we filmed it back in like October, but it's finally airing on Saturday. And I'm really excited for it because I've been waiting so long for it to air, and like I've not been allowed to talk about it on social media in terms of who was on the episode or who won, but finally it's going to be airing on Saturday, and then I can talk about it normally. But yeah, so this day is basically over, so I'm just gonna relax and play some Minecraft and then maybe read a little bit later, but otherwise that's basically me done. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've been trying to negotiate myself out of bed for the last hour and a half. I think I can finally get up now though. After showering, I did a little bit of my skincare, which I do every day. If you guys would love a video on how I do my skincare, do let me know in the comments below. Good morning, guys. I've spent quite a bit of time today just trying to get out of bed. I spent probably an hour and a half negotiating just leaving my bed, but we finally made it. And then I got very distracted on Twitter with the inauguration happening in America, and I was just looking at Michelle Obama's outfit and just... she's just so great. I just love her. So that was what I spent like a couple hours doing, but I'm finally dressed and I'm gonna have some food, and then I'm gonna try out a new study technique that I saw on YouTube literally last night. So anyone who knows me knows that I like watching anime, but I find it really difficult to find time to watch it without feeling guilt for not working. So I found this YouTube video, I'll probably link it down below, called like the anime Doro technique, because I already used the Pomodoro technique, but I thought, how about I try this out so that I can both get work done and watch anime, because there's a particular anime that I've been wanting to watch for ages now that I just can't get round to finishing because there's so many episodes, and I thought I'd just start it today and see how it goes. If I don't like it, then obviously I'll switch back, but I thought I might as well try it. It ended up working out pretty well the first time, so I did a little bit of past med questions here, and then I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for the 20 minutes and then just repeated, and it was really good. After a couple of rounds of anime Doro, I had a meeting on Zoom with some friends where we did some OSCE practice together. Well, first practice paper did not go well. We'll just say that. So that OSCE session was way longer than I was expecting. It ended up being roughly 3 hours, but it was super useful, and I've learned a lot. I made a ton of notes and learned different ways of phrasing certain things that I ask whenever I do a history and stuff, so it was super useful to learn about. But now my brain is basically mush, so I'm gonna try and relax at dinner time and then hopefully try and do a little bit more work for my PSA exam. Dinner was just some chickpea curry and rice and a little bit of salad, and again I watched another episode of Full Metal Alchemist because it's that good, and then I just tried to do a little bit more work, but you can probably see that I was really struggling here. On second thoughts, post dinner, I'm feeling really quite burnt out still. I thought I was going to do some work, but I've decided I'm just gonna play Minecraft for a bit and then get ready for bed, really, because I've got a really early start tomorrow. I start at 8 AM in the hospital, so I've probably got to get up at like 5:36. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna go to bed and leave it here for at least today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some clinical stuff, if there's anything happening on the wards anyway. Good morning, guys. It is probably too early for my liking, but I've got to get ready. Good morning, guys. So I've got my first SAU shift of the week. I'm supposed to do, I think, 3 shifts of this, so I've got 2 back-to-back, one today and one tomorrow, and then I'll probably fit in another one next week. It's basically just to be on the wards because we've not had any time on the wards whatsoever, so hopefully this should be a good learning experience. It was pretty chill on SAU, so after the ward round we didn't really do much, so they let me go around lunchtime. I went to go have my lunch, which was the same as every other day, and then they let me go home, so I got myself a coffee and then just got the bus back home. It was also such a beautiful day. I'm really glad I sat in the front. You can just see the sky looks amazing.
So that was my first SAU shift done. It was actually quite nice. We had a ward round. I was with one of the F1s and he was really useful and really friendly, so he just kind of let me follow him around for the morning and a little bit of the afternoon. I did see one COVID patient, or suspected COVID patient. That was quite interesting because we had to try and get an ABG from her, so an arterial blood gas, meaning you'd have to like sort of go into her radial artery, and it was really tricky to do, and it was basically a two-man job, so it was actually quite useful that I was actually there. And that's one of the few times since Miss Rona has struck that I've actually felt useful on the wards, so that was good. But there wasn't that much going on the wards in terms of something I could help with, so I couldn't really help with a lot of the jobs because most of it was like request this, request that, and I don't really have access to that, so I couldn't help in that way. But clerking patients, seeing patients, looking at x-rays and stuff, I could do that, so that was quite useful. I've still got another SAU shift tomorrow, which is a Saturday. But I'm home now, I've had lunch and stuff. I'm gonna get some work done, but I don't know if I want to work at home because I might end up going back to bed. So I quickly made my way to the library, which is only like 5 minutes from my house. I quickly set up all my stuff and then just got on with work. I was mostly doing PSA today, and not much else. So I'm finally done with all the work that I needed to do, which is great because it's about dinner time. I think I'm just gonna go home and have some dinner and then probably spend some time actually attempting to edit this vlog because I've not tried yet. So we'll see how that goes. Why am I working on a weekend? Oh my god. After complaining, I finally got ready and went into the hospital, ready for my shift, grabbed some scrubs and tried to look like I was happy to be in on a Saturday. I finally made it to my shift. I was very late when I woke up, but we've made it on time. I'm really hoping, since it's Saturday, that they're gonna let me go early. Like, really hoping. My prayers were answered, and after the first ward round, the registrar said I could go home. We even had a little bit of snow on the day, which was really cute. So, when I came back, I actually decided to nap. That nap ended up lasting a lot longer than I was expecting. But it's fine. I still managed to get a little bit of work done afterwards, but it's currently about 5 p.m. and I'm thinking this is where I'm going to end today's vlog because I'm on TV tonight and I'm so excited. And the university's actually asked me to do a little bit of an Instagram takeover whilst it's airing, so I think it's probably best that I end the vlog here today. If you've enjoyed watching this probably very long vlog by the time I'm finished editing, please like and subscribe and join the little family here. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram if you want a little bit more of a day-to-day up-to-date on what's going on in my life. Hope you guys are staying safe out there. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.